980 names.
It's only 40 miles from Guy Porin's Tel Aviv flat to Gaza, and the war is on his mind. This retired Air Force pilot is from a military family. Now there is dissent in its ranks. Around 1,200 serving and former Air Force pilots have signed an open letter. They want the war to end in order to get the hostages out.
We Air Force people demand the return of the hostages home without delay, even at the price of stopping the war immediately. At this time, the war serves primarily political and personal interests and not security ones.
Why is it that this carries so much weight?
The Air Force historically has been the major force and the major game changer in all of Israel's wars, including this current one. And the public knows it. So for them, if there is the Air Force, the strength of the Air Force is their guarantee of security.
And their campaign is growing. Some 15,000 people from every part of the military have signed similar open letters, including intelligence, paratroopers, tank units, special forces, and medics like Dr. Ofer Havakuk. He served 200 days during this war, mostly in Gaza, and believes the government is waging war to stay in power. A ceasefire could lead to the collapse of the Prime Minister's far-right coalition.
Netanyahu wants to keep his coalition working and to keep the coalition together. And for him, this is the main purpose of the war, unfortunately.
The government says this is to pressure Hamas.
What we feel is that the war has no purpose and it's going on and on without any direction and without an end. And our feeling is that the hostages, they have no time, and we believe that the most important thing to do is to get the release of the hostages right now.
The Israeli military has threatened to dismiss those who signed protest letters. This active reservist didn't want to be identified.
Yes, I am worried, but and this is a price that I'm willing to pay, although it is very big for me, because I'm volunteering, and as a volunteer, I wanted to stay on duty for as long as I can.
Israeli society is growing weary of war, but the government insists it must go on to destroy Hamas.
There are deep divisions within Israeli society about the war in Gaza. Some people are totally against it. Others want a ceasefire just to get the hostages out. But with units across the Israeli military now speaking out, the government is coming under increasing pressure.
The Prime Minister says the original letter was written by a small group of bad apples. Guy Porin says that's not true. That when people who served in the Air Force come out against a war, people in Israel take notice. Nicole Johnston, Sky News, Tel Aviv.